So it's Saturday, June 27th. It'll be day 17, hiking day 17. I made it to camp last night right at dark. I mean, it was almost dark enough to have to stop and dig out my headlamp. So my camp spot was right there between entry and entry. You can still see where it's kind of dry. It rained most of the night. It's been raining off and on this morning. So it's a little after 10:30. Got 11 miles to go to get to the shelter. And it's supposed to be bad rain, thunderstorms this weekend. So hopefully it won't rain on me while I'm hiking, but I'm not going to hold my breath. So yesterday was kind of a crummy day. Didn't eat breakfast, got a late start, so I skipped breakfast, which I know better. But this morning had a bowl of Cap'n Crunch, powdered milk, good stuff. I did have my lemonade when I got to camp last night, so all's good. So we're gonna get back started. I have a little downhill across the road and then a fairly steep uphill, so that might be interesting with the wet rocks, but we'll make the best of it. It's flat terrain after that, so we'll see how far we get. So we just crossed the highway up there. The AT over there. It's a nice little river. Could have hiked a little bit further and camped out down here. Some camp spots over there. As the trail goes that way, I'm sure there's some camp spots back that way. Got a little waterfall over there. It would have been a pretty camp. But only if I'd have gotten there early, you know, and I could have enjoyed it. But there'll be many more. Well, I walked over to the camp spot. We were right over at the gate a minute ago. Couldn't help myself. This would be an awesome place on a hot summer day. It's deep enough right there you could just submerge yourself and wash away all the gunk of the day. There must be a lot of iron in the mountain here. It almost looks like Georgia red clay. But you can tell it's rusty water. Coming right out of the mountain. So that's where we're going, still going uphill. And that's the trail we just came up. It's been a gradual uphill, not too bad, but for whatever reason my left shoulder's been bothering me. Yesterday it was my right shoulder blade, so it's always something. Kind of a cool camp spot. The breeze has been nice. It was really humid there for a minute, but then the breeze started blowing, and that's kind of made it a little more tolerable. You know how you visit those caves in Georgia, North Carolina, has underground water, and they say they don't know where the source comes from. Well, right here in Pennsylvania. I bet in a hard rain there's a ton of water going underground. It may only come out like, there's the AT. right there. It may only come out like 100 yards down the mountain, I don't know. We're still going uphill for a little ways. We just came up that. I'd say it's at least a 7% grade, something like that. But it wasn't too rocky. Didn't have a lot of steps. Whew. We should be getting close to the top, I hope. And then we can pick up some speed. It's 1 o'clock right now. I think I've been like 3 miles, maybe. So it's like 9 more to go. And if I can maintain 2 miles an hour on the flat, then should get there well before dark. So this is where I stopped for a lunch break. I sat right there on the rock. Filtered a liter of water. Put some lemonade packets in it. Double check, make sure I'm not leaving nothing. Got a pack of sour cream and chives, Captain's wafers, and a couple handfuls of peanut M&Ms. It is day 17 for those things. I hope to finish them off the next sitting, and then I'm not going to buy any more for a while. I do not understand, because I like peanut M&Ms, but just hadn't been in the mood to eat them. I think we got one more small uphill to deal with here in a few minutes. And then this smooth sailing after that. Yeah, right. So we're a little bit north of the Horseshoe Trail. Here's a camp spot. It has some backcountry lazy boys around it. It actually looks like a pretty cool camp spot, other than there's no water. But had that little spring down the hill a little ways, so. You just never know what you're gonna see. Hopefully you can see the deer. It's right there, so. Doesn't seem to be too skittish. I was just strolling along and heard something move, and there she was. See if I can not spook her and get over here where the bushes aren't in the way. Well, at least I know there's not a bear around. The trail's been fairly easy for a while. I think I'm making pretty good time. I haven't gotten to anything I can reference to in the book, the AWOL guide, to know exactly how many more miles I got left. Kind of looks like a dried up riverbed. Yeah, I'd say that's what it is, a riverbed. And it was flooded not too long ago. So, good thing it didn't rain a whole lot last night. Otherwise that would have been real interesting. So I'm a little over 4 miles from the Rouse Creek shelter. Ran into some day hikers. Said they was gonna stash some trail magic coming out of there tomorrow. That'd be kind of cool. It's like 10 minutes after 5, so I should get there before dark. Feeling decent at the moment, so as long as I keep trucking along at the pace I'm going, I should be good. Trail's been pretty nice for the last little bit. So they said the day hikers is like tomorrow gonna have kind of a steep rocky climb. So Rocksylvania is rearing its ugly head. So we're at this side trail, the General. I'm not sure what the General is. The book doesn't say. I don't know if there's anything special about it or not. But it's 7 o'clock. I took a little sit break on that rock. So just knocked out 2 miles in the last 45 minutes. The terrain's been good. Pretty much like what you're looking at now, flat. So about 2 miles to the shelter. So it'd be nice if I could knock it out just as fast. We'll see. So it's going on 7 o'clock. Haven't gotten to the shelter yet, but it should be coming up soon. This last 2 miles I've had some spots that's been pretty muddy, and it's more rocky than the previous 2 miles. So it slowed me down a little, but overall it's still going well. Be glad to get to camp, get the pack off, and relax a little bit. And today was definitely better than yesterday. Can't skip breakfast anymore. It doesn't matter what time I get up. Usually I only eat like once a day in normal life. Maybe sometimes twice. But I can see out here I'm going to have to at least go for 3 times a day. And probably start picking up some snacks in between. Get my hammock and all set up. And dinner fixed. And eat before dark. And that's always good. I just had crackers for dinner last night, since it was so late. So good dinner will be nice.